All right, all right. Hello, hello. Welcome back to another episode of Sudoku with Tsvetii. I'm your host, as always, Tsvetii. And we have another medium puzzle coming in hot for you today. What I want to talk to you about today, what do I want to talk to you about? I have a couple things. As always, Agatha needs to make herself known. Agatha wanted to be in the video. And you are more than welcome to be in the video because this is an inclusive space. Am I right, Agatha? Question mark, question mark. How do you feel about that, Agatha? You have no power over me. Okay, anyways, let's get into the topic for today. And you see these empty cells? The empty cells are what I'm going to be focusing on today, and that is not knowing things. And I know that is specifically a struggle for me in life is when I don't know something, and I used to just kind of have general anxiety over it and kind of accept it for what it is. Agatha, no ma'am. Okay. But she's about to go in timeout. But anyways, as I was saying, Sudoku is kind of what is the word I'm trying to say? Sudoku is displaying itself across my life as I've been doing Sudoku with Tsvetii. And, I used to get, this is just a Agatha, you crazy girl. I used to get very anxious when it would come to Sudoku in general, or, not necessarily Sudoku, but in life in general, when I didn't know things. Like these empty cells would give me, in I guess for the broader analogy of being empty, would give me anxiety in the sense that I didn't know what it was, and so I would therefore be very anxious to know exactly what everything is, at what time, at what point. And, of course, that is not the most healthy lifestyle, just freaking out over what you do not know. And I believe that is what been trying to get across for the last 2.5 minutes, is that sometimes it's better not to know what are in the cells at first. And sometimes it's better to just figure things out as things develop and as things go along. I'm not necessarily saying ignore the cells and just don't try to figure anything out. I'm just trying to portray that it is certainly okay to not know what is in the cell at first. And sometimes, as I do with my typical 1 through 9 processes, through these typical, as I've said, through these typical 1 through 9 processes, this is my initial way of figuring things out. And sometimes you just have to create a process, establish said process, and then you are able to learn from it and potentially, through trial and error, figure out if that is something that you need going forward or not. Additionally, I think one thing that we can always take from that is that there are 1,000 ways to make a mistake and one way to get it right. And for most cases, to do it the quote unquote right way is to just take your time, make a plan, go step by step. And from there, you will find that you will get more things done when you start compartmentalizing everything and are devoted to the cause, as it were. We know that'll be 5-6. So what I am saying is, once you commit to something, let's say it's a project or work or school or really anything, or a task like a hobby that you want to get really good at, you just have to find what you want to do, find a plan of what you want to do, and then adjust said plan with your work style, with your habits, and everything of the like, so that you will not burnt out. Well, apologies. You will not burn yourself out trying to be someone else. And I think that's really all I can say. And I think that's what I enjoy about the conversational tone of these Sudoku videos is I can take a billion things from a billion different other creators, take that in, and I'm able to turn that that way of speaking, that style of video, and make it my own, which for better or worse has has been pretty good for better or worse already. We know that as a 4 or 6. And what is the other thing we are missing? A 5? Naturally, because there's a 5 right there. So, as I was saying, I think that it takes a little time to find out what you want to do, but once you know what you want to do, you are more than likely to follow through with things. We're missing 3, 5, 6, 8. Okay, so 5 and 8 are over here, which means that cannot be a 6. That has to be 6. But yes, I just implore you, big word, I implore you to find something that you want to do and find other people who have done it before, whether it's in the arts or at work or your job or at school. Ask them how they did it and figure out how they did it. And then from how they did it, if you believe you can do it that way, you can do it and follow suit. Or if you're like me and a lot of things just kind of don't work that way for you, you can incorporate it with how you accomplish something. And while it may not be 100% of how they used to do it or how they do it, something, you're able to have the essence of what they were doing and making it your own style and doing it your own way. And I think that's a very good moral to have. A good moral of the story to have for today, especially in these crazy times we live in with AI and constant turnover and a new thing popping up every day, a new startup rising, empires falling. And it can all be extremely cumbersome if you are not, or if you allow it to weigh too heavy on you. And sometimes all you can do is just kind of focus on yourself. And I know that's what a lot of people want you to do, is just kind of focus on yourself so that you don't focus on the broader things around you. And to an extent, I do agree with that. But I don't think it is healthy to either fully ignore the world or fully retract yourself from it. Oops, I pressed the wrong button. So we know that'll be a 2, that'll be a 3, and that'll be a 6. Oops, took the 6 away. That'll be 6, that'll be 2. All right, take a deep breath. All right, we have gotten through that part. Now we can just focus on playing a little bit of Sudoku. And we've actually been pretty good. We've actually gotten a lot better at just yapping and solving things as we're going. We've already solved most of this puzzle already, thankfully. Agatha has been quite a nuisance tonight, more than normal. It's funny because I gave her snacks as soon as I came in, and I even told her, like, hey, I'm about to start recording. Please do not be a nuisance. Do not be a menace to South Central. And she said, hold my beer, proverbially. Agatha doesn't drink, I don't think. Is that right? Aggie said that she drinks, but she does not drink. She's under strict supervision, and Aggie, I want you to know that violates her probation. He got real quiet when I said that. Are you going to jail? Oh. I'm glad I've muted that audio. We do not need to hear that. We do not need to go back there. Okay. It's like, yeah, I'm trying to portray Butter's mom in the South Park episode when, you know, Butters allegedly killed someone and she's just going, my baby could never do any wrong. Clean, clean, must clean. That's how I feel. But Aggie's a good girl. Yes, ma'am. Isn't that right, baby ma'am? Anyways, if you've enjoyed the video, consider liking and or subscribing. I will catch you again next time. Take care. Stay safe. Goodbye.